Welcome to Cat Chat alongside Bryce Burge. I'm Pete Francis, and Bryce, it was another tough loss for the football team on Saturday at the hands of Findlay.
It was a tough loss. Whenever you only put 6 points up on the board, you're always going to be wondering why on earth we didn't score more. All 9 points came from field goals by junior kicker Cameron Stevens for Findlay with a 44-yarder to win it with 3 minutes to go in the game. The only score that Northern had was on a 1-yard Copac run, and we didn't hit the field goal, the PAT afterwards, which had been a problem for the past and looked like it had been remedied, but it wasn't this week.
What from this ball game sticks out to you, Bryce?
The third quarter was absolutely atrocious. To go 6 offensive plays on 2 3-and-outs was eerily reminiscent of the first half of the Northwood loss on the beginning of the season. But also to have less than 2 yards per rush on what is a running dominant team on offense is pretty hard to look at. And also the last thing that stands out is that we lost a turnover battle again. All of our losses, we've lost a turnover battle. All of our wins, we've won the turnover battle. To lose 3 fumbles isn't the way to go.
It was a tough loss, Bryce, but it was nice to see the defense rebound this week.
Yeah, Hillsdale ripped them apart on the passing game, but we held them to only 67 yards to the air, which is great. We did let up over 200 yards on the ground, which was even a bigger problem because that's the way that Findlay likes to play. They like to play in ball control aspects. But we were able to hold them to only field goals, and most of the time, 9 points is enough for Northern to win. It just didn't happen this time.
Well, Bryce, things don't get any easier for the team with Grand Valley coming up. What will it take for the Cats to have any chance of leaving with a win?
Well, to go down to Lover Stadium in Grand Valley, it doesn't happen very often to win. I think the last team to win was Saginaw Valley back in 04 or 06, somewhere around there. And to go down there and win, you're going to need ball control. Keep their offense off the field and keep the score low, and that will help you out. You need to have 0 mistakes. Play smart. Win the turnover battle, because that's just the way the Northern plays. You need to put pressure on Brad Isaac. He's a pretty good, if not great, quarterback, but under pressure he tends to show more mistakes than any of the other quarterbacks we've seen so far this year.
Well, hopefully the team's up to the challenge. Well, October 17th was Family Day at NMU, but for the Wildcat Football Parents Association, it was another day supporting the team.
As the Wildcat football team puts together a strong season on the field, they've received strong support from their parents with the newly formed Wildcat Football Parents Association.
The Wildcat Football Parent Association is all the football parents that I'm speaking on behalf of my husband, Bob Belmonte, that started it through Facebook, internet, and letting parents know that what is happening, coming and tailgating before the games, and trying to be a very positive team, and just for all of us so we can gel and be a team and be associated and know who everybody is and who their children are.
In addition to tailgating, the WFPA does other activities as well.
We plan all of the motel, the road trips, so everybody will know where to go, and we try to have meetings and get-togethers besides here at the tailgating.
Max Anderson has been one of the biggest supporters.
The best part about this is the unity that we're able to bring together with all the parents, and it's not just parents, it's family and friends who get a chance to come together and share in the bond of what football families are all about. So the best part is that we unite before, after the games, and actually even off season as well.
As the football team looks for continued success on the field, the Parents Association looks for the same off the field.
Have you ever wondered what goes into preparing for an NMU football game? Well, Nick Mancosi takes you inside the Superior Dome with a behind-the-scenes look.
Welcome to the Superior Dome, home of Northern Michigan University football. Come join us for an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour of the Superior Dome with Associate Athletic Director Carl Baumer.
Well, here we are in the Superior Dome on a Friday morning before an NMU football game, and my staff is quite busy this morning. It's all student staff doing the setup and preparation for the football game. The first thing to do is come in here and get the turf cleared off of all the equipment, track and field equipment, pole vault mats and things like that. And then we have to get the benches and tables on the field for the teams that will be competing tomorrow. And from there we go to locker rooms. We set up chairs in the bleachers for the handicap spectators. And a lot of it is just cleaning and preparation from the media deck to the president's deck and getting the field game ready, from getting the standards and rope around it and moving from there. During the game, this is where a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff take place. Our scoreboard operator is here, our message center operator, as well as our time clock. And spread out throughout the media deck is our SID, Dave Fiala is our sports information director. He and his staff compile all the stats up here on our media deck, and then they disperse it to the different media covering the event, as well as to the teams at halftime and at the end of the game. The radio broadcasts are done from up here as well. NMU has their own radio station, The Point, who would broadcast all our home athletic events. And then the visiting team's radio station will be here as well. We're now in a location where many people never get to see. We're on the upper level of the catwalk in the Superior Dome. We're 120 feet in the air, and my staff would come up here to work on heating and ventilation units, exhaust fans. Also located up here is the communication point for a lot of the wireless antennas, where students, for their laptops on the north side of town, the antennas are on top of the dome, and it comes inside to this area where it's wired in, and it's made a great addition to what's capable for students in their laptops, especially on the north side of Marquette. We're standing now where in the past the military science department would rappel down with a game ball for the NMU football games. They no longer do that. We had somebody come in here. Actually, the United States Army required someone to come in here to certify all the anchor points for rappelling, and with the new requirements, the anchor points are no longer certifiable that meets the requirements of the U.S. Army to do the rappelling for the ROTC students. So that no longer takes place in here. We're now in the varsity football locker room. This is where the NMU football players, they call this their home. They spend a lot of time in here, whether they're getting ready for weightlifting workouts, conditioning workouts, as well as a football practice. There's 85 lockers in here, and the 85 players are in here are your upperclassmen. The incoming freshmen would be dressing in the visitors' locker room, and that's where they are for the week. And then on game day, they would move their equipment out of there. Northern has approximately 100 players on the team, so 85 fit in here, and the other 15 would be in the visitors' locker room. It's quite spacious for them, and it really is a true benefit to the NMU football players.
So from the Miners' Cup to the Mighty Moose, all the way to Wildcat Willie and memorabilia alike, the Superior Dome is going to be a staple in the community for years and years to come.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, Nick Mancosi and Sean Kelly will be here to break down NMU Hockey's weekend series with Bemidji State. Stay tuned.
Can't get enough of Northern Michigan athletics? Well, you're in luck, because Cat Chat is Northern Michigan University's new television sports show, featuring highlights, recap, analysis, and interviews with all your favorite Wildcat players. Join us Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. on Marquette Channel 20, or follow us online at catchattv.org as we bring you the latest in Wildcat sports. Cat Chat, the UP's #1 sports show.